This is the meal I eat almost every single day. Not because it's fancy, not because it's viral, but because it works. It's affordable, it's repeatable, it tastes good, and it fuels my day without thinking too hard. White rice, black beans, air-fried, boneless, skinless, Mexican-inspired chicken thighs, and my favorite hot sauce, Cholula. Today, I'm going to show you how I prep this entire meal from start to finish. From marinating chicken, to cooking the rice, to building the bowl. And at the end, I'll break down the macros and tell you exactly how much this meal costs. This is real life food. All right, step one is marinating the chicken. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs from Costco. This is $2.99 a pound, and we got 2 bags here that weigh 3 pounds and 16 ounces. What I'm gonna do first here is I'm going to cut open the bag of chicken thighs and place them into the bowl. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They're cheaper than breast, and they don't dry out, and they reheat better for meal prep. This is a simple Mexican-inspired marinade. There is nothing complicated about this. Let's get working on the marinade. For the marinade, I'm gonna be doing this in grams so it's easy to weigh out. For 2 bags of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, I'm gonna start off with 50 grams of taco seasoning. Now, all I did was go to Costco and buy this taco seasoning right off the shelf. Next, you're gonna add in some chicken bouillon, 10 grams. This is just some Knorr chicken bouillon. Nothing special about this. Next, you need to add in some fats. For me, I like using avocado oil. 20 grams of avocado oil. So a lot of you guys have followed my whole health journey. And seed oils is something that I would say that I abused a lot over my lifetime. So now I'm all about avocado oil. Finally, I'm gonna add in about 60 grams of water. This is just tap water from Seattle. Nothing fancy about it. Then what I'll do in my special container, actually this was just some Vietnamese takeout. Kept the container. Put the lid on. Make sure the lid's on tight, because what you're gonna do next is you're going to shake this marinade. Super easy, super simple. No need for special tools or special gadgets. Just yesterday's takeout, a little bit of shaking. All right, now that my chicken is in the bowl, I'm gonna put on a plastic glove and I'm gonna pour out all that residue. Well, I wouldn't call this residue, but I would call this, chicken liquid. I'm gonna pour it down the sink. I don't wanna hear anything about having to wash your chicken. This is my chicken. I will do what I want to do with it. All right, so you have the chicken thighs right here. You have this beautiful marinade that I made just minutes ago. Take the lid off of the marinade and just pour that marinade onto the chicken. Take the marinade, pour it right over the chicken. Nothing fancy. Make sure you get your finger in there, get all that marinade out. Again, this is just a few ingredients: taco seasoning from Costco, avocado oil, a little chicken bouillon, and some water. Marinate the chicken overnight if you can. It definitely does do wonders with the marinade, making sure that the marinade gets on both sides of the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And that's it. That's the entire marinade. Now let this sit for, again, 12 to 24 hours in the fridge. Let it hang out with the flavors, and tomorrow I'll start grilling this off in the air fryer. I'll let the chicken marinate in the fridge for 24 hours, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, chicken is done. All right, step 2. It's time to cook the rice. Thank you to Tiger for sending me this rice cooker. This is the Tiger JBV S10U. I got my first sponsor. All right, you're probably gonna laugh at me, but I measure everything. I think cooking is a science and not so much of a skill. While the chicken marinades, let's cook the rice. So I had a little bit of time to play around with the Tiger JBV S10U to find that perfect balance between fluffy rice, but not overly soggy. So here's my recipe. 500 grams of rice. Almost there. Ooh, I went over. Right to 500. Perfect. Next, we'll wash the rice. I'd like to give the rice 3 full washes. to get that milky substance off of the grains. I'm gonna pour this out. Second rinse, pour that second rinse out. You'll see the water start to get less murkier and more clear. We'll pour that out. I'm trying to get all the liquid out as much as possible, because next what I'll do is I will measure out the water to 480 grams. There's a few grains that are falling out underneath my finger. Those for the homies. We'll walk the rice back over to the scale. And I really want to make this fail-proof. I know the finger method, I know there's a lot of different methods, but I want you guys to understand that cooking is really easy. It's just weighing stuff out, choosing a technique to cook it in, and then cooking it. You can't tell me that fast food is any more difficult than doing this. 500 grams of rice. Now this is going to be the tricky part. This is 480 grams of water. Tricky because 500 grams of water, I had a little bit of mushy rice. At 450, it was a little dry. So I found that 480 is really the perfect amount. Oh, damn. I got 481. Oh, well, it's 481. I'll take the rice, I'll put it into the rice cooker here, button, and that's it. Pretty much it. Chicken's marinating, the rice is cooking. Next up, air frying the chicken thighs. The rice is all finished. Let's see how the rice turned out. Look at that. That Tiger JBV S10U makes some of the best rice in the market. Look at that. That's beautiful, fluffy rice. All right, 24 hours have passed. Now it's time to go to the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen right now. Now it's time to go to the fridge and pull out our marinated, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I bet you didn't think that I was gonna actually marinate the chicken for 24 hours, but I did. All right, close the fridge. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my air fryer and start air frying these amazing chicken thighs. I am using the Ninja Speedy. Why? Well, because I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. It was really affordable. And it actually works really well. It's probably one of my favorite air fryers that I've ever used. It's quite heavy. I should put it down now. I'm gonna get my tongs out. That works. All right, so the chicken has been marinating for 24 hours and the marinade has definitely gotten into the meat. It's permeated well. There's a nice smell right now to my kitchen. If there was skin on the chicken, I would go side up. But because this is skinless, I actually want to go skin side down. I find that the chicken, nice caramelization when it's skin side down and there's no skin. So 2 pieces like that, 60 for, we'll go 20 minutes. That's fine. And then now we wait. I can make beans. There's a pressure cooker in the house. Beans are easy, they're cheap. But these organic beans are just as good. I didn't believe it at first, but they're actually really good. Low sodium, great source of protein, 10 grams of fiber. Honest, it's so much easier than making beans. I know, making beans is easy. You gotta soak the black beans and then put in your spices and then push a few buttons, but I like it, and it's easy. All right, the countdown has begun. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Love hearing that sound. Let's open up the air fryer, and these are used tongs. Listen, no one wants to get salmonella on a Friday, so make sure that you always get fresh tongs and keep that raw and cooked chicken separately. So this is the chicken. Has a nice color to it, almost a nice crispiness. Flip it over for a few minutes. 390, just for like 3 minutes. A little bit of color on it, and then wait. All right, 3 minutes have gone by. The smoke is coming out of the air fryer. You can't see that, maybe you can. And then the chicken is beautiful. Again, beautiful, boneless chicken thighs, simple marinade. Come here. I'll put it into my Cambro and I will repeat this same technique a few more times until this entire bowl of chicken is finished cooking. All right, the chicken just came out of the air fryer. I'll let it cool down for a bit before I build my bowl. Now, a lot of people are gonna ask me, what do I do with the chicken fat that is left over from the air fryer? Well, I'm on a very low carb, high fat diet, so I just pour that chicken fat right over the chicken. Don't hate me, people. This is how I eat. So what you do is you want to pour over all of that beautiful chicken fat right over the top of the chicken. This is really how I get my healthy fats into my body. Again, there's no seed oils in here, there's no sugars, there's no bottle sauces. Everything is natural. And now you know the secret to my youth. I'm 47 years old and I don't really have that many wrinkles. Why? Chicken fat. All right, let's build the burrito bowl. All right, let's start off with 200 grams of white rice. This is yesterday's rice, but still good. I'll microwave it before I eat it. 200 grams, and actually 200 grams is a lot of rice when you weigh it out. A lot of people are like, well, you know, I want to go super low carb, or I can't eat rice. Yeah, you can. You just got to burn it off at the gym. 193, 197. I am so 200 grams. I think macros are really important when you're trying to eat healthy, and you know, even if it went over to 201, life doesn't end. All right, next we're gonna do 100 grams of black beans, and you'll find that black beans is a great source of protein and fiber. Almost there. 101, 97, 100 grams and 0.4. Well, that also works for me. All right, next, we'll take 2 pieces of chicken. That's 1, and that's 2. That looks really good. Let's throw this into the microwave. I use this little lid thing to keep the moisture in when I microwave stuff. It's cheap, but it really works. Put the burrito bowl into the microwave again, rice, black beans, and chicken. Oh shoot, I almost forgot the lid. Set it for, I don't know, 3 minutes, and you're good. People are gonna say, why microwave your food? You just cooked it. Well, I cooked it like 3 hours ago, and the rice was cooked yesterday, so I want warm food. All right, food is all warmed up in the microwave. This is why I use the little lid, lots of condensation in there, which then keeps the food moist. Oh shoot, that's hot. We'll bring this burrito bowl back out here and top it off with some wok and Cholula hot sauce. So I've been away for so long that I wasn't around when Costco made these little individual sized guacamole. I think it's pretty convenient, and for the macros, it's good. All right, I'm gonna top off this burrito bowl with some wok. When I say some wok, I mean a lot of wok. So each portion is about $1.10. I think is like incredibly cheap compared to what Chipotle charges for their wok. And then since Cholula hot sauce is something that I've missed for so many years, it has 0 freaking calories. That is what's up. So I think for this, feel free to use as much or as little hot sauce as you like. But that for me is about right. All right, this right here, this bowl of food, it's not only delicious, but it's easy to prepare. It's easy to prep. This is what I eat every single day. Get some chicken, get some rice, get some beans, and cheers. That is so much better than fast food. My God, I'm good. Total macros for this burrito bowl. Calories, 835. Protein, 58 grams. Carbs, 85 grams. Fats, 25 grams. and fiber, 14 grams. For me, this bowl is great. It aligns with my macros, it tastes great, and it's easy to eat. I focused on lean mass regain, sustainable eating, no force feeding, and no junk. So the total cost of that bowl is $4.06. We'll round down and call it $4. I gotta say, it's a great deal. It's better than any fast food joint out there. That might be better than Chipotle. This isn't a what I eat in a day fantasy. This is a meal you can cook on Sunday and eat it all week. No guesswork, no stress. If you're busy, broke, training, or just tired of thinking about food, this meal works. Simple food done right. If you want more meals like this, let me know. This is actually how I live on an everyday basis. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, comment your favorite meal prep program, and I just might make that on the next episode. There's one thing that you can do to help me as a content creator make more content just like this, cooking in my home, and that is pledging to the channel. You can pledge $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, or even $100. I'll leave a QR code on the screen right about now, and consider pledging, because it's pledges like yours that will keep FKN Deliciousness alive in 2026 and onwards. With that being said, my name is Calvin Bui, aka Captain Charisma. I will see you on the next episode of FKN Deliciousness. Oh, that was good. My first episode ever for cooking. Yeah.